All right. Blessed good day to you. Welcome to my channel. Very, very happy to have you here with me. My name is Nicole Barker, and on this channel, I focus on education and empowerment. Okay, a lot of what I learn, I like to share it, and I like to also give encouragement. I believe that an encouraging community is one that we all need, and the words that I use to encourage you, I also encourage myself along life's journey. So I invite you to share the videos with your friends, family members, like the video, and of course, leave a comment below. And I'll definitely do my best to get back to you soonest. Subscribe as well, as I'm hoping to really build this movement of education and empowerment. All right. We get to be here for each other. So I am doing another series on life, Life, life. Um, some of you would know I'm an educator. It is my passion. As of today, I am now teaching for 17 years and 5 months. First started in 2004. All right, and I'm loving it. It's a lot of work, it takes a lot of patience, but I do love assisting and helping the young people wherever I go, really. So I'm looking at life. All right. I have made some notes. As you know, most times whenever I do videos, I love to do a little research, make sure that what I'm putting out there is something that is credible, is something that, has some research behind it. All right. And then I'll put it together and share with you. All right. So that we can really be learning together and, just encouraging each other along the journey of life. So I thought of life, and I love to use words, ideas, attributes, and qualities to really bring meaning to these things, these words. And so, as I look at life, I thought of L for love. We all need that in our lives. And if you check out my videos, you see the first set of videos that I did was focused around love languages and the types of love and so on. And we are social beings, and I don't care what nobody say. I think we all need love, whatever type it is. Once the foundation of it is a healthy form of love and expression of love, I'm good for that. Okay. All right. So I thought L to represent love that we all need in our lives. I is for intrinsic motivation, and I'm going to go into that. It is such an awesome quality for us to have, or if you don't have it, for you to develop it. Intrinsic motivation. All right. F is for freedom of expression. Yeah, freedom of expression. And E is for eternal. Eternal relating to beyond the physical. All right. So F for love, and you can check some of my other videos for the types of love and the love languages and so forth. And as I said before, we all do need love. All right. We all do need love. Intrinsic motivation. Wow. Intrinsic motivation is the ability to encourage yourself. It is the ability to get up by yourself. And what I want to say about that too is that sometimes it's always good for us to have a friend or a family member, or our motivational tapes and affirmations and vision boards and all of that. Sometimes when you're down, you can't find anybody to encourage you sometimes. Okay. Some persons, they have some really, really good friends who are there for them when they're down. But there are others who sometimes, even when you have friends, there comes a time when you always have to be able to remind yourself about, maybe about God's promises, remind yourself about how you have probably come through some hard times before, and that is where your strength is going to come from. Sometimes you're all by yourself, sometimes there's nobody for you to call, right? And you have to be able to encourage yourself at those times. I did some studies in human resource management as well, and I learned a lot about intrinsic motivation there. And I always have said, since I've done that course of study, I always say that I want theory Y employee. So there are two theories: theory X employee and theory Y employee. A theory X employee is one that has to be motivated by salary, incentive, anything that they get outwardly from the job, right, or from their business. That's what will encourage them. But an intrinsically motivated person, which is also a theory Y person, is a person that doesn't need to be watched, quote unquote, watched by their their employer. They don't have to be monitored all the time, because guess what? The theory Y employee is always just going to do what they're supposed to do anyway, right? And I would say to some persons, even when I was teaching at different schools, I would say, I don't, oh, the principal is coming, is walking the corridor. Okay, it doesn't matter to me. I mean, it matters to me, yes, but it doesn't get me frightened. It doesn't get me nervous. Like, oh my God, I gotta get this done. I gotta put up this. I gotta speak softly. I gotta do. It doesn't bother me, and I can be comfortable in that, because if you're doing what you're supposed to do, why should a supervisor come in cause you to be startled, cause you to be, well, startled, not startled, but rather on edge, you're nervous, you're anxious. No, right? So that's the intrinsically motivated person and the theory Y person. All right. And freedom of expression, F in life, freedom of expression. I think that is a hot topic sometimes, because some people believe that to express themselves freely, they must just do whatever they want, and it doesn't matter, basically to hell with whosoever feel away and all of that kind of stuff. But we have to be responsible as well. Freedom of expression doesn't mean you do what you want, all if it hurt people. But it is important for us to be able to express ourselves freely, meaning we should not feel as if we are stifled by society. It is not helpful and healthy for anybody to feel as if, or to be, let me put it that way, because sometimes we feel certain ways and it's not reality, but to be stifled in an unhealthy way, that is not good. So it is important for us to find means and way that we can express ourselves, express our creativity. This includes, yes, anger. It includes anger. You must be able to express your anger in a healthy way. All right. Express freedom of expression for love, for empathy, for sympathy, for grief. Very important. Grief, sadness, happiness, joy, all of those things. The Bible tells there's a time and a place for everything under the sun. What makes it different, I think, is how we express those things. All right, so these are really things for us to think about, really. All right, and E in life, eternal. We know that, yes, we might be looking chic, looking beautiful, looking handsome, looking cute, looking full of swagger and all of that, but we know that After a while, after some time, the course of life takes place. We need to think about as well our eternity, the things that are beyond physical realities, you know, the spiritual things. God said, Jesus Christ said in his word that God is a spirit, and they that worship him ought to worship him in spirit and in truth. You know, we know that there is a realm beyond what we can physically see, what we can physically touch. And it only helps us to seek and to learn about those things that are eternal. All right. When I checked for the definition of life, so I'm moving a bit away from the different attributes now. And I'm going to do at least 2 more videos on life. And I want to also look at abortion and so forth. So I want you to stay tuned, with that as well. Take some time and listen to the videos to the end. All right. So when I checked a definition here, and I'm going to read exactly what I got. It says life is defined as any system capable of performing functions. And we know some of these functions. Any of us who have been to elementary school, primary school, we know the functions of something that is living. It can excrete, feed, breathe, move, grow, reproduce, and respond to stimuli. All right? The characteristics of a living thing. All right? Can metabolize and so forth. Okay? So, there's a biological sphere or physical sphere, and the non-biological sphere, which is the emotional, the mental, and the spiritual. Okay? So, as I said before, I want to think about these things. Love, that's for L. For I, intrinsic or internal motivation. F, freedom of expression and how we express ourselves freely. And E, the eternal realm, right? The things that we can't see with our physical eyes. So I want to say thank you. I'm going to wrap up just now with this video. It's kind of longer than I usually do, but I see the need to really explain these things. And I thank you for those of you who have really stuck with the video thus far. I continue to encourage you to share. If you know somebody who would like to, be a part of this movement, I do encourage you. All right. Even as I encourage myself, do share the videos, like and subscribe. All right. I am going to be putting up 2 other videos after this surrounding life. I want to talk about abortion a little bit, okay? Abortion and persons who have had an abortion. All right, so God bless you and thank you for staying tuned, and join me on the next one, okay? See you. God bless you.